Liam and Ethan lost their parents at a young age. Left with nothing but each other, Liam, the older brother, took it upon himself to care for Ethan. When he turned 18, he left for another country, working tirelessly to support his younger brother's education. Liam had been away for years, working overseas to provide for his younger brother Ethan. It wasn't easy, but he endured it all: long shifts, sleepless nights, and the guilt of being so far from home. But it was worth it, or so he thought. One evening, after wiring money for Ethan's tuition, Liam called him on FaceTime. At first, Ethan seemed normal, but when he turned his face slightly, Liam's blood turned to ice. A dark bruise covered his cheekbone. "What happened to your face?" Liam asked, his voice steady but sharp. Ethan flinched. "All this? It's nothing, I just..." "Don't lie to me, Ethan." Ethan hesitated, his lips pressing into a thin line. Then he forced a chuckle. "I tripped. Just clumsy, I guess." Liam stared into the screen, unblinking. He knew it was a lie. That night, sleep didn't come. His mind replayed the image of Ethan's bruised face over and over again. Something was wrong. Liam booked the next flight home. When he arrived unannounced, Ethan's reaction said everything. His little brother was startled, his shoulders stiff, his hands trembling as he reached for the door. That night, Liam pretended to sleep. But at 2 a.m. he heard it. Soft, muffled sobs coming from Ethan's room. His fingers clenched into fists. The next day, Liam followed Ethan to school, blending into the crowd. And then he saw them, the wolves circling their prey. A group of boys cornered Ethan behind the school gym. One of them shoved him against the wall. Another grabbed his wrist, twisting it painfully. The leader, a smirking bastard, grabbed Ethan's hair and whispered something that made Ethan's face pale. Liam had seen enough. The bullies didn't know who they were dealing with. 4 years while working overseas, Liam had been doing more than just earning money. He was training. He had been one of the top students in an elite military academy. He had learned hand-to-hand combat, survival tactics, and counterterrorism strategies. That night, the bullies walked home like they always did, laughing, cocky, untouchable. Then the streetlights flickered. A shadow moved. One by one, they disappeared into the darkness. When the leader, Jason, turned around, he was alone. His friends were gone. The street was empty. Silent. A cold voice spoke behind him. "You think you're a predator?" Jason whirled around, and his breath hitched. Liam stood there, his posture relaxed, but his presence suffocating. His dark eyes held no emotion. Just a void. A promise of pain. "Who the hell are why?" Liam stepped closer. Jason stumbled back. "Do you know what fear really is?" Liam murmured. "No, you don't. But you will." Jason tried to run. Liam was faster. A hand shot out, grabbing Jason by the throat, lifting him off the ground. Jason kicked and clawed at Liam's grip, but it was like steel. Unshakable. "You think you're strong? Because you pick on someone smaller than you?" Liam's voice was calm, too calm. "Strength isn't measured by how much pain you can cause. It's measured by how much pain you can endure." His grip tightened. Jason choked. "Let's see how much you can endure." The next morning, Ethan walked to school in silence. He expected the worst. More bruises. More pain. Instead, the hallways were different. The bullies? Gone. Jason. Avoiding eye contact. His face was pale, his hands trembling. The moment Ethan entered the classroom, Jason flinched. And for the first time in years, Ethan felt safe. He didn't know what happened. But when he got home, Liam was sipping coffee like nothing happened. And when Ethan looked into his brother's eyes, he saw something. Not the boy who had left years ago, but a ghost that haunted those who hurt the people he loved. Liam never told Ethan what he did. Ethan only knew one thing. His older brother came back, and for the first time in years, he felt safe again.